We're the boys from Hot Fuzz, and this is Hot Fuzz 2, back on the streets. Last time I was here with a camera, I was under heavy fire. I think in the same way that Crouch End crept into the script of Shaun of the Dead without us ever stipulating that it was Crouch End, we infused the script with Wells, which is where Edgar grew up. Obviously, there were elements of Gloucestershire and where I grew up in there, but when we started to kind of construct the town architecturally with the town square and the fountain, it just had everything that Wells had.
So we actually spent quite a while looking for Sanford. After visiting over 50 towns and villages in the southwest, we came back here.
We spent hundreds of thousands of rounds trying to fire guns at old people. What a dream.
We're coming up to the town hall now. It was a lot more fun, as much as I'm enjoying this, Dan, before, when we were clutching a couple of Winchesters and running towards a gun battle with the notorious Greg and Sherry.
In typical, it started to rain.
Hot Fuzz fashion, it started to rain. I'm going to go and buy an umbrella.
And this is also where Stuart shot me in the face, which was good.
We did it in 2 bits. We did the London bits first, which took, I think, 5 or 6 weeks, and then we transferred down to Somerset. A lot of people really fell for it, you know, as a place, because it has a, you know, it's kind of mystical shit, but it has that kind of, it does have a weird vibe to it, you know.
Just after we did the open audition, we went down and did this big town hall meeting. And we invited everyone and we explained exactly what we were going to do.
We've got ex-Bond Timothy Dalton, we've got Billy Whitelaw, Edward Woodward, who was in The Wicker Man. The Equalizer himself. The Equalizer himself, Edward Woodward. Also, who else can I mention? Bill Bailey. Bill Bailey. There's another. So you can see in front of you now is the West Country Mafia.
How did the locals react to all this stuff going on, while it was going on?
I think they were pretty amused and bemused in equal measure. I think probably they'd never seen anything like it shot here with quite so many guns and aspects like that.
Good. I'm worried about the stonemasonry on our national memorial over there.
Yeah.
Cover! Cover!
That was pretty. What do you reckon about that?
That was brilliant.
I love the West Country. I love this whole area, and I always have. And as an actor, I've been here many times in playing in Bristol and Bath, and always come down to Wells, the cathedral, and it's a lovely, lovely, lovely town.
It's been very useful for me being able to walk around the cathedral in my clerical dress, because I'm also making a bit of money from American tourists on the side, giving them tours.
This is the Bishop's Palace, which is where the Bishop of Bath and Wells lives, of course. And we renamed it Sanford Castle, and we shot here for about 6 nights, probably the toughest part of the shoot. And we were sort of filming just over in here in the garden here. And yeah, this is where we shot the castle scene with the NWA. We had the big sort of table here, which we brought in, and we had all of our fine actors around the table. It was also the night that Mr. Peter Jackson came to join us.
Not so scary in the daylight, is it? At no point in the film will you ever see this, which is Wells Cathedral, because it was painted out of all the shots it appeared in, because we wanted the church to be the centre of the village, and of course a cathedral makes a town into a city.
I thought that for how disruptive we were, and we were pretty disruptive only in that shops were closed, and you know it's a small place, and we took over their hotels, and we were in their pubs, and you know we were there in their faces. I think they were incredibly welcoming, actually.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Simon,
Yes, Necker.
point out to us where some of the things are in Wells/Sanford Square.
Okay, first of all, the fountain. Annette Roper's newsagent upper window, where she shoots us from.
Swan Hotel. Over here we have the Crown, where Danny and Nick go to the pub. This bit out here where the police kind of parking bay is, which you can quickly get that before it goes. That's where Angel and Danny sit and talk about kind of passers-by.
If you did look behind you, you'd see Summerfield and the High Street, which Angel walked up on his beautiful steed, whose name was Graham.
It's incredibly busy here. It's a wonder that we managed to make the film at all. It's very surreal for me because, like, as with everything that I've ever made, I never have a chance to savour it whilst it's actually happening. It was like the weirdest thing of throwing an amazing party which you could not attend, because I'm back in my hometown. There's like all of my favourite actors there, the whole crew. They're all having a great time, going out to the pub and different restaurants and every night, and I went out once or twice. That was quite surreal for me, hearing other people sort of saying, oh yeah, we went to the Full Moon last night. That was really nice. Oh yeah, we were in the Crown last night. And so that was strange, because these are all the pubs that I grew up in.
We're at Summerfield.
Summerfield
Supermarket.
Summerfield's in Wales, which was not only a location for Hot Fuzz, but also I used to work here. I've scoured every square inch of this car park, picking up nappies. You know, I collect all the trolleys and put them into that kind of little trolley park there. Sometimes, if it was a good day, I'd get up to 20 trolleys going at once.
Wow. Well, here it was. Here was
St Cuthbert's Church.
St Cuthbert's, home of the fete.
This is the village fete. If you pan over that way, you'll see where the tombola was, where I announced the winners of the raffle just before Tim Messenger was splattered to death.
Come in, Tim, your number's up.
We did some sort of filming right at the top of kind of like 200 foot up. How far is that, 200 foot?
Yes,
Well,
more.
No, I'd say it's 200 feet.
it's probably not as high as you'd think it would be.
Oh, dear.
Sorry, I'm just a height man. I'm a figures man.
Because this is such an amazing church, a lot of tourists come to Wales and assume that this is a cathedral. And you get some tourists coming to Wales seeing this and then going away again. Well, I think it's nice to put St Cuthbert's on the map. The cathedral, you know, gets a lot of heat, and it's time St Cuthbert's gets put on the map.
Absolutely.
With a great big gory murder. This is where Tim Messenger got splattered. The shot where you see kind of Tim Messenger with the kind of stone embedded in his head. Our stunt coordinator was wearing this helmet, but he was wearing it like that because to make the neck thinner, he had his head to the side, which is fine. Well, it's not fine because he had it on for 2 hours, but on top of that, he had to do a fall. He falls flat on his face, which is actually probably one of the most dangerous stunts in the film, weirdly. To do a fall blinded where your neck is in danger, it was a really, really surprisingly kind of difficult stunt to do.
Actually, the cemetery where we laid flowers at Danny's mum's grave, but all the gravestones were fake. There's a few graves, but it's not as Night of the Living Dead as it is in the film.
That was just over there. Just there.
And Nick ran off down there, one of the greatest comedy exits in cinema history, I believe, in his little cowboy hat.
You don't know how to switch off, mate.
Skipping through the slippy pavement.
That was the first time I'd ever worn cowboy boots as well, and I think you can see that in the way I'm running.
I don't think I ever saw you do that without laughing.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! Tonight, from 7 o'clock, Wells Cinema is transposed as the Sanford Miniplex. Join us at the cinema from 7 o'clock to see all the stars of Hot Fuzz and to make tonight a very special night in the history of our fine city. God save the Queen.
I was very excited by the police sirens there. That's probably one of the most exciting experiences of my life. It was great. I think Wales has outdone Leicester Square.
Brilliant. Again.
Simon, you're getting that way.
It is true. I did sack Edgar when he was next door working for me. I'm so glad I did, because at the end of the day, we can see where his talent lies. You'll see it in the next 2 hours.
Well, listen, thank you all for coming. I mean, this is a a special night for me because it represents a bit of a homecoming.
Felt so welcome, and your patience was just stunning at times when we were running around blowing things up at 7 in the morning.
We take our hats off to you. Thank you very much for letting us film here, and I really hope you enjoy it.
They said it all, really. You've got a wonderful city, and it was great to shoot here for 5 or 6 weeks, and we all fell in love with it.
Have a great night. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you are about to watch excitement, action, adventure. You're about to watch one of the best movies I told you earlier in the last 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Sanford premiere of Hot Fuzz.